that Brandon was really intuitive. And I say that because I told him this long spiel about what I wanted, and he was really a good listener, but he could get a sense of what was really wrong with me right away, just within the first 20 minutes of working out together. And I felt a little silly because the exercises are pretty simple, but he used his intuition and his experience to come up with a perfect plan immediately. It has been one of the most positive professional and personal experiences in my entire life. Early on, Brandon started by checking in randomly in the middle of the day. He would just ask how I was feeling. Before any workouts, he asks how I feel. Throughout the workout, he asks how I'm feeling, and he doesn't really just mean physically, he asks emotionally as well. So it has been a 100% positive experience. So I have a lot of injuries. And one thing that was really great was that he was responsive. And so before working out with Brandon, I had worked with other trainers. And the thing that had happened with those other trainers is that I usually felt pretty demoralized afterwards because their form of training me didn't really take into account me as a whole person. And because of that experience, I was really worried that when I would tell Brandon that something hurt and it didn't feel right, that it would be another negative experience. But what I found is that when I told him that I needed to stop, we actually stopped. And we worked towards recovery immediately. And what that looks like is I can't do a 3/4 squat and do a row because my back is getting really tight. And so he would stop, and then we would go into a therapeutic approach where there'd be a little bit of massage, some stimulation, some rolling out, and then before you knew it, we could get right back into working out and all of my pain would have disappeared. I have recommended Brandon to everyone, including my new husband, because he also has a lot of pain, but for different reasons. I just came back from visiting a friend and recommended Brandon to her because she did just have knee surgery and a different surgery and she really needs recovery work. I have recommended him to everyone, and I'm actually trying to get him to come and do some group work at my job. So yes, I don't ever want to go back to a gym ever again. So I'm really excited to talk about this because my goal has never been about weight loss or fat loss or anything aesthetic, except now they are. But starting out, I really just didn't want to be in pain anymore. So I knew that I was living with pain, but until I started working with Brandon, I didn't actually know how bad the pain was. And so not only have I reached a point where I have zero body pain. When I first started working out with Brandon, I had a shoulder injury, I had a pectoral injury, lower back injury, left knee injury, and injury in both of my ankles. So I had all these injuries, and I just didn't want to be in pain anymore. So for the first few months, that's what we worked on. And one day Brandon asked me, "So, how's your shoulder? How are you feeling?" And I said, "I don't even remember where the pain went. The pain has just evaporated." And so now we're doing some really, I don't know if they're intense, they feel intense to me, and I have no injury. And so what I will say is that I got really ambitious and I went to try to supplement something on the days that I don't work out with Brandon. I started working out somewhere else and I was almost instantly re-injured. And I am happy to say though that it only took 2 sessions with Brandon to get me right back to where I was. So did we reach the goals? Absolutely. I have zero pain, zero inflammation. I'm more mobile and flexible. And now the next goal is really like body recomposition. So that's where we're at.